We have made it, my friends, to our final presentation. Now, many of you may have noticed a small, flat beanbag on your chair when you got started. Well, go ahead and pull that out because we're going to need it during our next presentation. Our final presenter is Paul Miller, and Paul is going to help us to embrace the power of play. And I can tell you that for events that we've planned at attended events, we have personally hired Paul a couple of times, always a favorite to get the audience active and engaged, and certainly someone to promote the power of play. So ladies and gentlemen, Paul Miller.
Thank you. That is not easy to do in outer space, so I feel pretty good about that. Here, got a PowerPoint here. Oh, that's not the PowerPoint clicker. We got a big clicker. Ooh, look at the size of that clicker. Ooh. Can you see my clicker? It's a big clicker. Wait, what? How do you even put it in upside down? What the heck? All right, there we go. Good. I'm Paul Miller, and this is my PowerPoint. Thank you. So I'm here today to make the following claim that play is good and that you should do more of it every day. Now, we can argue this point, and I'm sure we could even find some disagreement around it, but before we do, I'd like you to take a moment and reflect back on your own personal play experience. Specifically, I'd like you to think back to when you were between, say, 6 and 10 years old. And I want you to think back to your favorite toy or game. Maybe who you were playing with, what that space looked like. You have that in your head? Yeah? Give me nods, yeah? Great. I'd like you to take a moment and share it with the people beside you. Go ahead. You, sir, you can turn around. There's someone right behind you that wants to share. All right. Bring your attention up here. Check in with yourself. How do you feel right now? Now, young, all right. I can tell you just from up here, I see that everyone's smiling. I heard a little bit of laughter. There were some nods of recognition. That's the power of play. We're not even playing. We're merely talking about play, and already we feel uplifted. So we know that play is good, but we can't take our own hearts as authority. We need to look to the experts. Now, we could argue this point. We could look at neuroscience. We could look at psychology, sociology, neurology. But instead, I'd like to take a quote from Dr. Stuart Brown. He's a play researcher. And he says this: "Life without play is a grinding, mechanical existence." Oh, this is my PowerPoint. I pressed the wrong one. Here we go. Play is good. Here we go. "Life without play is a grinding, mechanical existence organized around doing the things necessary for survival." Play is the vital essence of life. It's what makes life interesting. Couldn't be more true. Now, Dr. Stuart Brown, this is great. He's a play researcher, but he didn't start out as a play researcher. He started out as a psychologist, and he was brought in to study mass murderers on death row. And he found that they all had one thing in common. Well, two: murder. But they also had a play deficit. Their natural inclination, their human need to play as children was not provided. It was thwarted. and the results were pretty grim. So play is good. And today specifically, we're going to talk about kinetic play. Now, there's all sorts of types of play. Object play, imaginative play. There's different play personalities. This falls well within object play and a kinesthetic play personality. And why? Why kinetic play? Well, one, it's because it's my favorite type of play, and I'm up here, so it's my show. Also, it speaks to the needs that we have today. Now, if you're like most people, and statistically speaking, you spend a lot of time sitting in front of a computer, in front of a screen, driving. This modern sedentary lifestyle is having negative health outcomes. Dr. James Levine, he's a teaching professor at the Mayo Institute, and he studied all the literature about the modern lifestyle, and he found that sitting all day, which has only increased since the pandemic, leads overwhelmingly to an increase in diabetes, heart disease, high blood pressure, all the things. And he has simple advice. 1, stand up. 2, stand up more often. And 3, when you stand up, move. Great advice. But what are you going to do? They're going to call help if you don't have something to do. And kinetic play is a perfect tool for this. So in a moment, I'm going to ask you all to stand up and engage in a little bit of kinetic play. Now, kinetic play it's things like juggling or flower sticks or yo-yo. It's throwing and catching and spinning and twirling and twisting and balancing things just for the fun of it. So if you haven't already, grab your flop ball out of the packet. You at home, you can grab a deck of cards or some wrapped up paper that's taped up, maybe with some tape or rubber bands. And we're going to balance it on the back of our hand, nice and gentle. If you have small hands, spread your fingers out nice and wide. If you need to put 2 hands together, go ahead and put your 2 hands together. There is no right or wrong way. You come to play from where you are. There is no I can't, only I can from where I am. So it's on the back of your hand, and I just want you to move it around a little bit. Feel the weight of it. We live in a world where things fall. But what we do is we pick up and we try again. Kinetic play is great practice for failure because once you can do what you're trying to do, you move on to something you can't do again. Next. So we have it on the back of our hand. I already see some of you throwing it, but even without throwing it, you can do some interesting things. You can move it fast and slow. You can swing it from side to side. With some practice, you can turn it upside down, drop it, and then pop it back up. That's a crowd pleaser. I can see you're pleased. Have it on the back of our hand. Now, it is a ball. We throw balls. We throw balls up and down. So if you would, just give it a little pop. Pop. Very nice. Now watch here for just a moment, then I'm going to invite you to stand up. It's a little bit easier when you're mobile for doing this. On the back of your hand, if you throw it up flat, that's great. You can challenge yourself to see how high you can throw that flat if you're into challenges. But it's going to want to flip. So, hey, go with the flip. You get a back flip and a front flip, an out flip and an in flip, and you can pass from hand to hand. And then, of course, the unicorn. So go ahead, stand up. It's okay. If you drop it and you can't get it, just ask for help. Just say, I need help, everyone. I need help. That's right. Practicing saying that in a safe space might save your life when you're in danger, when you fall through the ice and that guy's running to get his toboggan. All right, so we're throwing. If you haven't tried already, put it on your other hand. Give that other hand a try. See how that goes. Very nice. All right, everybody on the back of your hand. On 3, we're going to throw it up. We're going to clap once, and we're going to catch it. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Okay, I can see some of you are not emotionally ready for that. We're going to do that again. On the back of your hand, 3, 2, 1. Nice. If you got it, great. If you dropped it, pick it up. We're going to do this again. This time, we're going to go for 2 claps. If you got 1, go for 2. If you didn't get 1, go for 1. There's no winning or losing, just being awesome or being awesomer. 3, 2, 1. Very nice. I see some people got it. 3 balls. On the back of your hand, Three claps, rather. On the back of your head. 3, 2, 1. All right. As many claps as you can get. 3, 2, 1. All right. Sorry, I can tell you're good at applauding for yourself. A round of applause, everyone. Have yourselves a seat. Give yourselves a round of applause. All right.